Heyo, how's it going, everybody? Hope anyone who's watching this right now or at some point in the future is having themselves a fantastic day today. Welcome, welcome. My name is Relikai. I'm going to be playing a video game on the internet. Tonight we're playing a little bit of an what should be an interesting one here. We are playing Kamikaze Lassplanes. That's a interesting name for a bit of an interesting game that we've got going on here. What's up, Drew? Vic, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. I always keep forgetting this game exists. This game just came out. How are you forgetting that it exists when it just came out? Let's see. Was that the bite of 87? I mean, it's always the bite of 87, obviously. Hello, Double A. I appreciate you stopping in. Welcome. Sounds nice. It should be interesting, honestly. It's yeah, so it's a dating sim mixed with a shoot 'em up game. Like, you know, there was this one shoot 'em up game that I remember distinctly playing a lot in arcades when I was a kid. And it was like you're playing basically biplanes, and you could do two players. One was the red one was the blue one, and you guys would just, you know, you would go straight up and just, you know, you shoot all of the enemies that are coming in from all around on the screen. So yeah, I remember having fun with it, but I honestly haven't played a shoot 'em up for a really long time. So it's gonna be interesting to see, one, how bad I actually am at them, and two, how that gets incorporated with the dating sim elements. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Wait, I'm thinking of a different game, goddammit. Yeah, no, this game is just came out, I think, a week ago now. So yeah, I would be a little bit surprised if you know, unless you just didn't, you were forgetting that it was going to be coming out. But if you're thinking of a different one altogether, then yeah, that explains it. A loot 'em up. I guess we could call it that, I suppose. I mean, depends on how lewd the game actually gets, but I mean, you know, I think you can tell by the thumbnail, like, it gets lewd enough, at least as far as YouTube is concerned. So, yes, sir. Been ancient times since I played one. Yeah, exactly. I don't know, I feel like shoot 'em ups were sort of peak, or at their peak in arcades. I know people play like Toho and stuff like that, which are, I believe those are more considered bullet hells rather than shoot 'em ups. I'm not 100% certain on what the overlap and what the differentiators between the two of them are. I just see lots of bullets on screen, and I'm just like, shoot 'em up, bullet hell, whatever. They're register the same in my brain, you know. Just noticed the poster. My Marin Dakimakura. Yep, she's back there. She's always watching. Sometimes she might like what she sees, and sometimes she might not. But hey, you know what? It's her cross to bear. We've also got Futaba up on the other wall as well. The thumbnail, I approve. I too approve of it, because I made it. So yeah, I approve as well. I was thinking of a different game. Nice. Heard shmup weren't that popular in the States, which sucks. There were really awesome hidden shmup gems. This is back in the 90s and 2000s. Yeah, I mean, I could see it. I feel like I don't really know what kinds of video games were popular in the States back in the 90s and 2000s. I don't know. Like side scrollers, Metroidvanias, Contras, stuff like that. Yeah, mayhaps. Hey, Kimmy. Appreciate you stopping in. I am back. Yes. Tonight we are, like I said, we're going to be playing Kamikaze Lassplanes. I keep on wanting to say Las Plas, like almost like Laplace or something. I'm pretty sure Las Plas was some title of something, but I can't really remember. Fighting games were popular at the time. That must be what it was. Yeah. Yeah, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, all that sort of stuff. I mean, like, you know, Mario and Sonic, I feel like fighting games and platformers were probably the dominant genres in the States back then. By 2000s, they were starting to wear out. I suppose. I mean, they kind of never... Well, fighting games. Yeah, the fighting game scene, you know, became a bit more insulated, a bit more niche, but, you know, it's obviously still maintained the degree of relevancy that it needs to. But all right, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get this started. I'm thinking this is probably gonna be a one-off. Just wanted to check out the game, see what it's like. Just the weird mashup of genres intrigued me, along with, you know, the art. So wanted to give it a shot, check it out, see what it's got to offer, and then yeah, we'll get back to Zenki Zero on Thursday. So yeah, let's let's just go ahead and get things started, shall we? So I'm gonna kill the BGM, and then let's get ourselves all started up here. All right, where are we? All right, okay, there we are. We are, so the title screen is already off to a very strong start, it would appear. In a way, shmups were underrated at the time, but I enjoy them. Even playing it on MAME, and the time, in fact. I do not know what that is, but I am happy that you were able to enjoy it for yourself. One more trivia. Apparently they were popular in Japan and Europe, and that's all for me. I mean, you know, I feel like that kind of makes sense. MAME is an arcade emulator. Ah, I gotcha. Good stuff. All right. Yes. So here we are. So I did give the game a little bit of a try in arcade mode. So I don't know what's gonna happen with the story. I just sampled the gameplay. So I guess I'm not going in 100% blind, but you know, we'll see how far we can manage to get, you know. All right, let's go. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead normal. Literally says this is how the devs intended to play this game. What do the other ones say? With a small experience in shooting games, you're immortal in all gameplay sections so you can fully focus on the story. A challenging difficulty. That's it? All right, yeah, we'll go with normal then. Let's see. Timing is crucial. Some power-ups bounce from the screen borders. Choose the right moment to pick them up to make the best use of them.
Do you remember the day we met, Walter? I still remember it vividly. The air was crisp and chilly when I saw Sky Fortress for the first time.
Oh ho ho. See how the devs intended to play exactly. It has English voices. Yeah, it's got other options as well, but again, I always play in English so that if people want to just tab out, they can still know what's happening. Oh god, it's loud. Hold on. I'm gonna crank it down a little bit for you guys. Wow, there we go. It's still really fucking loud, Jesus. I was gonna start with the JP voices. I think it had the JP voices by default, but yeah, I went with I decided to go English again for the pre-stated reasons. Ooh, look at that! You can fly through the opening credits. Nice. Do I take damage here? Oh no, maybe. I think those guys were on a different plane. Whoa, Jesus! The credits don't hurt me. Whoa, that's weird. I'm like, yeah, I'm going through them. Wow. Oh, okay. That's it. Was that really all the staff? Kind of a bit of a limited staff right there. Small team, indie dev. Yes, sir.
Perhaps you were right. Perhaps peaceful times have made us blind. Perhaps we were living on stolen time. But
calm before the storm. Yeah.
I just wish we had more. Everything feels like a dream, Walter.
Is this the...
But I hope you were real.
Yes, this is the same voice. The microphone quality sounded different for a second, so I thought it might be a different voice actress. This is a story with multiple endings. When the fate drone shows up on the screen, it indicates the important choice you just made. Pick your answers wisely to shape the outcome of the story. Oh boy. God. Some VTubers I watch, they're like, I can't play dating sims or visual novels because I can't make tough decisions, man. First day of your life starts now. Okay, hold on. Let me turn down some of the shit. Let's turn this down a little bit. Maybe I can turn this back up. Let's see. All right, let's. All right, I think that should be good. I hate the choice actually matters in games. You gotta commit. You gotta have the balls in order to make the leap. First day of the rest of your life starts now. It's been a week since I heard those words at my deployment. Sky Fortress. I spent my whole life working hard to get here. But now it feels unreal. The jewel in the crown of our kingdom, a military base in the blue sky, seems straight out of a fairy tale. It shines among the clouds, fueled by the infinite power of the light. A technological novelty for some, a divine miracle for others. My perspective is different, but I don't find that hard to believe at all. Service is such an elite military base is an ultimate honor for any soldier. So we're at Top Gun, essentially, I suppose. Could be like Genshin, where making a choice doesn't matter, is at least the same dialogue. I think it's going to maybe be a little bit more metal than Genshin. I don't really have the ball. I'd actually struggle with what choice the game gives me. But that's where the fun of it. Where the fun of these types of games comes from. You know, I still remember to this day when I played Sayano Uta, there was one choice in particular where when it came up, I literally was like, "Oh shit!" And then I had to check and make sure that I could save right then and there. But the fortress is much more than that. It's a symbol of our freedom, levitating mid-air as if even the shackles of gravity couldn't keep it down. 100 years ago, when the kingdom of Valestia faced destruction, mysterious crystals discovered on our small island changed its fate. Their infinite pure energy fueled our machinery, modernized the economy, and saved our country from downfall. I feel like the volume is now a little low. I could turn up just a smidge. I don't know how the ore works exactly. It's the egghead's job. Jesus, okay, so apparently we're the jock, I guess. For most of us, it might as well be magic. The light changed everything. The morning sun bathes the officers' quarters in a golden glow as my mind wanders. Behind a large window, there's a view of all shades of blue. Azure water reflecting the sunlight. I rock in my chair, watching the clouds lazily pass by. Tall watchtowers loom on the horizon, pulsing with the light of crystals that power them. Sometimes when the sky is clear, I think I can see a gleam of the veil on the horizon. It reminds me of the price we all have to pay.
Really you?
Oh? Who dat? A vibrant melodic voice interrupts my thoughts. Although quiet, it startles me like a gunshot. I abruptly sit up, nearly falling down together with my chair. I instantly raise my head, meeting the gaze of a girl standing in the doorway. Who goes there? Aha! You're the girl from the cover. Okay, so let me see. How do you make the dialogue box disappear? Is it right click? No, it is not. Is it spacebar? Probably not. Is it in the dim light of the corridor my face is hidden in half shade? Is it tab? Oh no, that's the log. Okay. Well, it is 100% not spacebar. That's log. Let's see. What about shift? Or what are the normal alt? No. Scroll wheel. Nope. Okay then. Well, I guess this is just one of those games that doesn't want you to get rid of the dialogue box. Which is very odd for a visual novel type game, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll deal with it. In the dim light of the corridor, her face is hidden in half shade. She stands in the doorway hesitantly, as if waiting for permission to come in. Although her body is short and petite, her chest sticks out, manifesting the dormant force inside her. What? What does that mean? What? Her chest sticks out, manifesting the dormant force inside her? What's the dormant force? What does that have to do with her chest? Bro? What made you think it's scroll wheel? It's literally just like a, something that could be. The goggles on her head only partially tame short purple hair that seems alive. She isn't wearing the official uniform of Air Force units, but I recognize the symbol on her shoulder, which slowly stirs my memory. Her big doe eyes sparkle with violet in the sunlight as she looks at me. Where have I seen her face before? It seems too familiar, like it belongs to a person I should already know. It occurs to me that I've never been next to someone so beautiful in my life. Oh boy. My gaze must be intense. It instantly makes her embarrassed. She averts her eyes, pretending that the ceiling is the most fascinating thing in the room.
Sorry!
Oh. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, are you Walter? They told me my pilot was supposed to be here. I'm Alba. I know! I'm ashamed I didn't recognize her at once. Maybe because I was imagining someone more. I don't know who, actually. I've never seen a Lassplane before, so I didn't know what to expect. Their identities are top secret. We don't even know how many there are. The attendees of this training program are elite soldiers who answer only to the king. I'm about to slap my forehead, but my last shred of dignity makes me stand up instead. Albatrosse. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you at first. They told us you'd be coming much later this week.
You know?
Oh yeah, I know. They changed my assignment out of the blue. I've heard so much about this place, about you. I hope it's not a problem. I can come by later. No, not at all. A range of emotions flashes on her face so quickly I can hardly follow. I immediately straighten my uniform. Wait a second, she heard about me? When I found out an actual Lassplane will be my training partner, I couldn't believe it, man. No greater honor could ever befall a pilot. I was told the king himself chooses the pilots for his Lassplanes. Part of me thought it was a mistake until the very end. Why would the king choose someone like me, a street rat from the capital? Ah, you see? They looked closer, and they didn't see a poor boy. They found out there's so much more to me. She's perfect. She's very cute, that's for sure. For certain. I got stuck between saying for sure and for certain. And yet she's here. She came. I don't think that happens until later. Albatrosse is standing in the door to my quarters. Long years of training led me to this moment, to this place, to meeting a lost plane I'll fly together with side by side, leading her wings. Is this how she imagined me? Or did she expect someone else like I did? She's still standing in the doorway looking at me with wariness, probably because I haven't said anything for like the past 40 seconds. Pure cuteness. For sir. For sir. She's cute, but don't stutter. Ah, but it's just but girl. I wish I was better prepared. I hold my head up, stick my chest out because of the force inside me or whatever we said, and smile widely to compensate. Is she disappointed? The order may instruct her to trust me, but military drill won't force her heart. I approach her slowly, carefully, as if she was a wary animal ready to escape. You only have one chance to make a first impression, right? And you're doing a bang-up job so far, my dude. The clatter of my footsteps echoes in the quiet, empty quarters. Heavy boots stomp on the floor with little dignity. Please trip. Please trip, you big stupid idiot. I clear my throat. It's nice to finally meet you, Alba. I'm Walter, your pilot. Gotta keep your piloting shmup skill in front of the cutie after all. I think she's going to be the accessory to my shmup skill. I stretch out my hand toward her, smiling sincerely. My mother always told me my smile is my greatest asset, yet I feel it doesn't impress her much. She nods at me, officially, like a soldier, before she stretches out her hand too. I take it, trying to look normal. Just be normal. Don't let her down then? Man, no pressure. What did I expect? For her to look like a plane? Well, definitely not this. Ayo, where are we going? Her hand seems so tiny in mine. Soft, smooth skin as if she's never worked a physically demanding job. I can't believe she's the one with such a great and destructive power. Lost planes were supposed to be angels of destruction. Yet the first one I meet seems to be the most fragile thing in the world. We are really going in on just analyzing this girl from waist to face. Alba not only looks like a regular girl, she's nothing like other soldiers in the base. She's not like other soldiers. We shake hands like businessmen. She squeezes my hand twice as hard as necessary, as if trying to prove something. That's what everyone does when they shake hands. Everyone's trying to prove something. Perhaps she saw her reflection in my eyes. Perhaps she knows how I view her. How do you view her? Perhaps she wants to show me I'm wrong. Her hand may be tiny, but I notice an imperious gleam in her eyes. I bet she could punch me if I deserved it, and you would thank her, wouldn't you? We're kind of a weirdo, aren't we? So, we stand next to each other in silence until I feel silly. What should you say in such a situation? Hi, I'm Walter. Looks like I'm one hell of a pilot since you've been assigned to me. Oh my god, please say it. Please, I beg you, man. By the way, I heard you can turn into a plane. Are cars on the table too? Please say all of that. Yeah, seems about right. How long have you been in the fortress? I literally thought he was gonna say, how long have you been a plane? I see your bag behind you.
Oh, not long at all. I just got here. I dropped by, talked to HQ, and decided to find you first. They tried to stop me from leaving, but I couldn't help myself. It's so beautiful here.
HQ love their protocols. Yeah, it's almost like they're the military or something, man. What's with them? Can't blame them. It is a top secret base of the kingdom after all.
Good thing that I'm a top secret soldier of the kingdom then.
Point taken. I suppose Lost Planes have more privileges than us regular grunts. Adorable, a gal that can turn into planes. Literal plane gal, indeed.
Aren't you like the best pilot in the kingdom?
Of course. I'm the protagonist of a dating sim. I'm the best at everything.
I think.
Doesn't sound like a regular grunt to me. And your quarters look nothing like regular either.
Like regular. Gotcha. Are other people going to be in here? There's like 6 beds. The best pilot, huh? Well, I mean, when you put it that way. I bet they haven't assigned you quarters yet since you just arrived.
I have my quarters assigned, thank you. It's these, actually.
Like, what? They're gonna have her sleep in here with me. Okay, very fantasy-inspired military. I stupidly look at her for a moment, wondering if she misunderstood something. The quarters we're standing in are common, but they're for men. There aren't any co-educational bedrooms in Sky Fortress. Co-educational, huh? I've never heard anyone spell the whole thing out like that. It's, you know, co-ed. That's what everyone says. Co-educational. That sounds very ESL, I'm gonna say. You have to add plain gal next to cat girl. That's a good deal. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So what is she talking about? What you talking about, girl? These? Huh. They're fast, but they might have made a mistake. These are male officers' quarters. They look pretty much the same, so I understand the confusion. I'll be sure to help you figure out your living arrangements when we get to HQ. Alba doesn't budge when I move toward the exit. With hands on her hips, she looks at me with a strange smile. Her confident gaze makes me freeze. She looks so sure there's no mistake. This is a little odd. It kind of clashes with her initial characterization where she was being really timid and demure. And now she's apparently like super sassy and hands on hips confident and whatnot. I mean, okay. Maybe she's just one of those people that move really quickly through the formalities of introductions. But it'd mean...
There's no need. I saw these quarters during my flight. I really like your window. I asked to be assigned here and they agreed.
Yeah, I bet they did. In Fantasyland.
It's now a female Lassplanes quarters.
Oh, wait! Did we get kicked out? Oh, that would be funny.
Can you believe it?
If there were flies at the altitude of the fortress, one would surely fly into my gaping mouth. She can't be serious. These are my quarters! I'm a decorated officer! There's no way HQ would give my quarters away just like that! Oh my god, he sounds so fucking whiny.
I think.
But I'll be sure to help you figure out your new living arrangements with HQ.
Oh, we got replaced. Absolutely disrespected. And to think I've just been pondering how pitiful she looks. Under her apparent wariness and fear lies quite a temper, and I'm not sure if I should unleash it. I mean, if that's what you...
Which bed is yours? I guess it'll be easier if I take yours.
Why? Why does that matter at all? Got shot down. In a way, I suppose, yeah.
I don't want to offend anyone.
What about offending me? The girl has got some nerve, but at the same time she acts unaware of it. I sigh, thinking back to all the days I spent on the bed with a diary spilling my soul on paper. It was perfect. So close to the night lamp and the desk that I could stay up longer than my companions, not disturbing anyone with the main light. At the same time, it was the farthest place from the door, so nobody would go past me in the morning. And the window! Alba's right, it's magnificent! Too bad, I liked it. We're being such a bitch. I wordlessly bid the window goodbye before opening my mouth to speak. Bro! Grow up. The one by the window.
Awesome.
Oh, the best one! Great!
I watch Alba pick up a bag twice as big as her and fling it over her shoulder without much effort. I would help her, but for some reason, I feel she wouldn't want that. She passes me in the doorway and I move aside, partially smitten by how direct she is, partially mad about losing a place to sleep. I'm sure they'll give you another bed to sleep in, man. Calm down. I shouldn't be surprised. Lassplanes are the most valuable units in our army. Each of them is worth at least a battalion of great soldiers. Why they got like a Disney E? The font is Disney E-like. In addition, or above all, they answer directly to the king. HQ would probably rearrange half the base for her if she asked. Even though I understand it well, I mourn my bed. Walter needs the manly slap. Yeah, he needs to just stop being a petty little man bitch. I can't help it. I liked it. It's like he responded to me. It's like, stop being a man bitch, man. I can't help it, man. I really like the window. My whole life I've attached great importance to my digs. I served on many bases, but I meticulously took care of my bunk bed in each one. I sigh again, this time more discreetly. I slowly follow her lead, approaching the window and the view I was focused on when she entered. The beauty of the outside puts her at ease. Or maybe it's taking over other people's territory that gives her a confidence boost. She sticks to the window and presses her nose against the glass.
Wow!
The view is fabulous! You can see the... Are they watchtowers? There are so many of them! I bet they're illuminated at night. It must be pretty. A little. The light that powers them shines in a pale blue glow. At night, it's like northern lights. Northern Lights?
What is it with romance anime always having a petty bitch character as a main character? Not that I watch that genre for the most part. What's with every single romance anime ever that's ever been created in the history of anime having these bratty, petty little whiny main characters? Not that I watch those things or anything. I think honestly, it's kind of a dig at their audience, because I think that's what they assume their target audience is like. Because the protagonist is either supposed to be a blank slate, or they're supposed to be relatable to whoever watches those types of anime. And so it's all for the sake of the audience member being able to insert themselves and experience vicariously the things that happen to the main character. So yeah, so all the people that got really attached to the main character of Rent-A-Girlfriend, I'm just saying, man. If it ain't romance, then it's harem anime half the time. Yeah, yep, that's it. Haven't you heard of them? They're like a light show in the sky at night, but only in some parts of the world. Dude, I've been like tired and weirdly hungry for the past like 2 days. I don't understand why. I read about them in a book once.
It sounds magical. I wish I could see them one day. Do you think there's a place on our island where they're visible?
Not as far as I know.
Pity. But, Walter, you can see the veil from here.
Anime does have characters that represent some of the people in real life in a way. Yeah. I come closer to the window and look at the horizon, squinting. Alba must have better eyes. Sometimes I think I can see the glow of the faraway barrier, but not today, Satan. The floating watchtowers keep the barrier up around our island. The previous generation still remembers the day it was set up, when the king surrounded our island with a protective field separating us from the rest of the world. I'm glad at least, because this game feels like it was made by ESLs. I'm glad that the translation or the the proofreading for the script is actually pretty good, because I don't know, if it was like Nikkei tier writing, with the amount of reading that you have to do through this, I would kind of start to maybe lose my mind. Our people see the light as a symbol of renewal and freedom, but it incited greed and hatred in others. Remind me to ask the infirmary for glasses. How come you're a pilot if you have a sight defect? It sounds dangerous. Maybe we'll fly closer one day so that you can see it. It was a joke. Jeez, girl, calm down. Oh. A poor one. Jeez, attitude. I love the Veil. Have you seen it up close? A few times, only on duty. I'm not one of the worshippers who make pilgrimages to the Veil, but I'm sure travel agencies made a fortune on spectacular flights along the barrier.
Excuse me?
Hey, I would pay. I think the Veil is gorgeous. My mom believes there's a divine power hidden in it.
I wouldn't call it divine. The power comes from the light. As long as the light works, the Veil will stand. And as far as we know, the light energy renews itself.
Way.
So you're calling my mom a liar?
What? No, I'm so sorry, Miss Trusse. I didn't mean to.
Now that's a proper joke, Walter.
This girl, she got the jokes. Can we pretend that the airplanes in the sky are stars? Alba, you're my star in my eye. Oh my god. Hey, you know what? Mordecai was kind of a little bitchy man, so maybe the characterization works. I don't think Alba really fits with Twilight, though.
I don't mind calling the Veil divine. It has kept us safe and sound from the outside world for so long.
Divine or not, it is our first line of defense, but we shouldn't assume it'll always keep us safe. We must be ready. We must be ready, us soldiers. Ready for the day when it may change. Peace has made us a little too comfortable in our bubble. I feel like many people have forgotten what the world was like 100 years ago.
Oh, remind us, Grandpa. What was it like back then?
Hey now! This is what dreams are made of! What a way to please plain gal, but with some aviator swag. I used to have aviators, but not anymore. I'm just saying, we're the next line of defense. We should always be ready for war.
You talk like a poster child for the army, Walter. Like the one from propaganda posters. If all else fails, our mighty soldiers shall protect the kingdom of Valestia. We need to be ready for the worst. The peace has made our children weak.
Poster child? What does that even mean? What do you mean, what does it mean? It means exactly what she said it means, man.
Do you actually believe that?
Believe what? Walter, do you even know what you all are talking about?
Well, you're a decorated soldier. Is this what's been motivating you for all this time? Serving the kingdom as a proud warrior?
Without a doubt. Oh boy. Now we ain't gonna be a sheeple, a government lapdog, man. Walter, stop talking like a dork. Yeah, let's go a little bit more vague, a little bit more mysterious. Uh-oh. Oh shit, what is that supposed to mean? Oh, apparently that was an important decision I just made. It was literally the first one, and it was just an answer to a question. I open my mouth, but no sound comes out. I should have an answer ready. The answer everyone expects. The truth is, the words have been ingrained in me my whole life, thrown at me when I was still a cadet, committed to the army. I'm doing my part! My father always told me to move my wants and needs aside and give priority to the country. The old man loved our island and brought me up in love for it, but with time I began to notice things he remained blind to. Cracks on the beautiful image of our kingdom he so stubbornly believed in. The pompous words, as if taken out of propaganda leaflets thrown down from planes, echo in my head to this day. But I can't utter them with confidence. I can't put my soul in them. None of us actually knows how resilient the Veil is or what long-term plans the king has. What's going on abroad? It doesn't matter.
It does to me!
I'm just saying we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm always prepared for the worst. But if we don't believe in our purpose here, then who will?
You're so pessimistic. Do you hate flowers too?
What? I don't mind the violet ones, thank you for asking. Oh, is it because they're the same color as her hair? Walter? But I'm trying to be realistic. There are no guarantees in this world. We're in Sky Fortress for a reason. The Lassplanes project is also here for a reason, isn't it? You're the elite force that can protect the kingdom from the evils of the world. She doesn't look away, but I suddenly see she's embarrassed. She's blushing, her cheeks burning in the shade of cherry blossoms while her lips are pursed into a thin line of unease. Only now do I notice that her confident smile hides a seed of fear. It lurks deep in her purple irises like a distant, dark force slipping its tendrils into reality. Although I should expect it, I'm surprised. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Alba seems to be a great contradiction. On one side, there's a fragile girl in front of me, questioning her skills, seemingly lighter than the bag she brought in. Yet the same fragility has a power hidden inside, a power capable of destroying this whole base with everyone inside. Her bag is already on my bed. In just one step, she took hold of my bedroom. I'm not going to argue. The Veiled may be reminding me of the other side of the coin we were given by fate. But right now, I don't need to convince her to abandon the feeling of stability it gives her. But hey, let's stop debating the hypotheticals. I'm not the only one with the ability to put problems off. Alba nods vigorously. A smile returns to her face. It suits her, although I'd prefer she didn't throw me out of my own bedroom with such glee. This is your first day in Sky Fortress. We've got to celebrate. How about a tour around the base?
I thought you'd never ask!
She couldn't hide the excitement in her eyes, even if she wanted to. Sky Fortress is breathtaking. I'm not surprised a mere thought of sightseeing cheers her up. When I got here a week ago, I had the same reaction. A sparkle in her eye suddenly joins the impish smile. I've already learned it's not a good sign.
Oh, and don't worry about the quarters. You don't have to pack right away. There'll be plenty of time after the tour.
Thanks, I'll take care of it later. Sky Fortress awaits. Man, this does feel a little bit nostalgic, because again, the way I started off streaming, because my PC was not capable enough to be able to play any kind of game with any degree of fidelity, was visual novels. So yeah, this is like taking me back to my roots, in all honesty. We leave the quarters and head to the main plaza. Above us, there's only the sky, rarely marked by white trails of passing planes. I think there's a cloud or two there as well. The plaza is nearly empty at this time of day, although it usually is filled with crowds. I wonder, can I find out what the controls are? Invert control? No. Show controls. Oh, it only shows the it only shows the plane controls. Dang it. All right then. Well, that's fine, I guess. Okay, what about the F keys? One. Whoopsie daisy. Hold on. It's the main communication hub of the base, connecting all important places. So F2 is auto. F3, F4, huh? Oh. Okay. Sky Fortress resembles a beautiful town out of a picture, but I describe it more as a perfectly functioning machine. F5, F6. Dang it. 7. F8. Nope. Okay. Control. Nope. 2, 3, nope. Yep, okay. I don't think I can make the text boxes appear. Everyone knows what they need to do at any time of day. Nobody wanders aimlessly, well, except for us. Despite the empty plaza, you can feel the base bustling with life. Yeah, I can tell from all of the ambient sound effects that are going on. Chatter comes from afar, and an appetizing smell fills the air. It's coming from the kitchen where the quartermaster is preparing dinner. We visit a green park, its high trees providing blissful shade on hot days. It was ensured that nobody in the fortress would miss the ground left far below. They say that when designing the base, the king gathered experts from mountain regions who were used to living at such a height. So we have alleys between the trees and flowers pollinated in some complicated way. The quartermaster even has a small garden where he tries to grow fruits and vegetables. Tries? I show it to Alba from afar because I know if someone caught me trying to get inside, I'd be the main course for dinner. The quartermaster is very serious about 3 yellow tomatoes growing there. The soil in Sky Fortress isn't too fertile, even though it was brought from the island. Leaving the park, we naturally return to the plaza. Are there only 3 locations in this game? There's this plaza, and then the park, and then our quarters. When I first got here, I learned that if I ever got lost, I should keep walking. It's not an exaggeration. All roads lead to the plaza. Flowers climb up some of the buildings as if trying to get higher, as high as possible despite the altitude and thin air. A trolley crosses the sky lazily, traveling from the eastern to the western part of the base. I like this place, and I can see that Chose likes it too. I admit, her presence distracts me. What's so distracting about her, my guy? Is it her chest where her potential bursts forth from or something? I can't remember how he described it, but it was very weird. Every day I was told the lost plane assigned to me would be more than just my co-worker. We must become one in battle, an extension of each other. Lewd. Years of my training, nay, of my life, boiled down to this moment, to meeting this other person. They literally wrote nay into the script. Really, guys? Nay? Years of my training, nay, of my life, boiled down to this moment, to meeting this other person. It's so surreal to finally meet her. I guess I didn't believe it would actually happen until it did. How can I stay calm while giving a tour to the most important person in the base?
Possible.
I heard many stories about Sky Fortress, but I never imagined it'd be so beautiful up here.
Nay. I say nay.
The air is so fresh and crisp, I can almost taste it. I could get used to it.
It's truly one of a kind. I've been to so many places, and trust me, nothing compares to this. But I bet you've seen more things in life than anyone here.
Oh, really? Why?
We don't really know much about the Lost Plane project. You're also the first Lost Plane I've ever seen. Hell, your entire life is a mystery to me. I could ask you 1,000 questions and would never get bored with it. Like, I know the Lost Plane's headquarters location is top secret, even among our own, but... She smirks with amusement.
You know?
Yeah, it's absolutely top secret. Only the king knows the exact coordinates. But when I look into your pretty eyes, dear pilot, my heart melts. I feel I should tell you all about it. I mean, we just met, but...
Oh, you know I didn't mean it like that. Cut the sarcasm. Cut the sarcasm. Get that shit out of here. Her laughter echoes in the room we're touring. It's light, chipper, and girlish. No matter how much I want to, I can't see a killing machine in this young girl. I poke her with my elbow, trying to stop her laughter. Oh, the flirt commences. She pokes me back, so I move away just to be safe, doing my best to stay serious. Who knows, maybe if I hit her ribs, she'll turn into a plane in the middle of the base. I can already imagine the questions from furious HQ officers. Walter, you were supposed to cooperate with the lost plane we assigned to you. We're disappointed with your unprofessional attitude. I imagine that her life, however, hidden in the fog of mystery, was significantly different from a regular soldier's path like mine. The people we pass notice us and nod with recognition. Some of them even salute with respect. But I can see I'm not the one attracting attention. I'm not surprised she was embarrassed. For my comrades, it's almost their first time seeing a lost plane in person. Again, they're all girl. They look at her with shock and fascination, as if she wasn't a fellow soldier like them, but a walking legend. Which admittedly, she kind of is. If the light represents our freedom and Sky Fortress our power, then Alba is a symbol of hope. She shows that whatever happens, powerful lost planes are ready to repel the evil lurking behind the veil. What is this evil? We haven't actually been told anything about... I was gonna say about the lore. We've gotten a lot of world building, but we haven't gotten, any lore drops.
I was stationed in many outposts, not only Lost Plains base. I've seen many corners of our beautiful kingdom, but nothing as fabulous as this.
Sky Fortress has some breathtaking views, especially when the sun is just above the horizon.
I've heard that people complain about the poor climate here, but I don't mind. Besides, I'll take a mountain hike over a beach resort any day.
I mean, I can understand them. We live on an island. I miss the warmth. It's colder here. And at the same time, the sun can burn you to a crisp. Sometimes when you run, it's harder to breathe because of the altitude. So the air is cold, but the sun is hot, huh? Literally sounds like where I live during the winter. I'll take your invitation to a beach resort then.
I'll make sure to pass it along once I get one. But I love it here.
I'm glad to hear that. We're going to stay here for a while. And I'll make sure you feel at home, even though you just stole my bed.
You mean my bed? I'm sure none of these people would mind if I took theirs, Walter. They'd feel honored if I did. HQ will definitely assign you something nice, my dear pilot. Maybe they'll even give you a ticket to a beach resort,
I sigh. Losing my bedroom still hurts. I suppose it's important you have a good night's sleep before our first mission.
This reminds me. I should go and talk to HQ before they throw me out. I was supposed to get back to them like an hour ago.
Go then. I wouldn't want to get a lost plane in trouble. I'll take my stuff from the quarters in the meantime, I guess.
How kind of you. Thank you for the tour, my pilot. Meet me later? You haven't shared the location of the canteen with me yet. I take my meal planning very seriously, soldier.
My apologies, Miss Chose. I'll make sure your meal is served on time. I laugh. Neither of us is serious. None of this is serious business whatsoever. Maybe Alba is the first lost plane in Sky Fortress and I'm the best pilot in the base, but we don't pay attention to it now. I feel comfortable with her, even though we just met. It's as if I've known her for ages. We share the responsibility on our shoulders, yet it's the last thing we want to talk about. We return to the plaza together and I show her the way to the HQ offices. Then I return to her quarters. Dang. It still hurts. It takes me 15 minutes to collect my possessions from the brutally confiscated quarters. My new room is similar to the last one, but the most comfortable bed is already taken, and its owner isn't eager to switch. I'm trying to make peace with the horrible loss. Waiting for Alba, I can't help but circle the quarters, peeking out at the corridor from time to time to see if she's approaching. I've been feeling a surge of new energy since she came. A mail drone already delivered me a confirmation from HQ. This is really happening. It's actually happening, Raggy. I can't imagine our test flight. When will it be? In a few days? The longer I think about it, the harder it is to stay put. Man, so... yeah, when they said this is a dating sim / shoot 'em up, yeah, they meant it. Like, this is... The story segments are going on for a while. That's for certain. So... I wonder if we'll actually get to any of the shoot 'em up sections here. It's already almost been an hour, man. When will she come back? I have so many questions for her. What does her transformation look like? What's it like to control the light as a regular mortal? I feel like my head is going to explode. Why is she taking so long? Is she already in trouble for wandering around? The last thing I want is to inconvenience her. Hesitating for a long while, I finally head for the door with a grand plan to find Chaussee. I'll pretend I just want to discuss the details of our test flight, now with the official permission from HQ. I tighten my grip on the piece of paper, unconsciously crumpling it more. Admittedly, it can wait until dinner. It's not urgent or important, but I left my doubt unanswered and just go ahead. I think I know Sky Fortress in and out, all its attractions and possible hiding spots. And yet Chaussee is nowhere to be found. Not at HQ, not in her quarters, and not in the canteen. Wandering around Sky Fortress like a ghost, I slowly lose confidence. Only when I step out on the officer's quarters balcony to get some air do I notice familiar violet hair down in the distance. Alba! She's sitting on the edge of a cliff in the middle of a green glade in Sky Fortress's only park. It's far from barriers, away from alleys and the safe area. No wonder I couldn't find her. She's hidden from sight if you're looking from the park level. Looking around, I curse under my breath. Language! I need to retrace my steps and go all the way around to reach the park. On the other hand, I lean over the barrier out of pure, unrestrained curiosity. It's not very high, but I wouldn't risk jumping. A decorative metal lattice attached to the wall catches my eye. Attentively cultivated flowers climb up its cold rods. It looks a bit like a ladder. Risky, but fortune favors the brave, right? Wait. Are we... Could we actually die here? And I don't think they let you save. Oh no, they do. Never mind. Okay. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and save. Chapter 1, Against Death. Oh boy. Okay. Now, let's take the shortcut. Let's go. We got this. Easy. I climb the balcony railing, grabbing at the lattice. I tug a few times, checking its durability. It seems stable. Carefully, I rest my boot on the metal support and more boldly put my body weight on the construction. Pleased with the shortcut that will save me at least 10 minutes of an unnecessary walk, I slowly climb down. There we go. Oh, oh no, this looks like the field where Anakin and Padme go rolling around in the grass together, man. Oh, time after time, rung after rung, I move my boots down the impromptu ladder, trying not to trample the flowers. When my face gets close to pink buds, I look at them with delight. They resemble roses in bloom, craving sunlight. A sweet scent hits my nostrils like a smell of spring lingering in the air. I take a deep breath, enjoying the aroma and the beauty of the moment. A split second later, it's as if my nostrils caught on fire. Oh no, are we allergic? Tears are coming to my eyes, blurring the world around me into shades of green, pink, and blue. What the hell? My throat closes, making me choke on the air. Oh god, we are! I try to breathe in, but only more of the hellish aroma enters my lungs. Fighting for my life, I force myself to continue down the lattice. Slowly, carefully, step by step, but then my self-control gives in to scratchy claws of pollen. Achoo! My boot slips on wet leaves, entangling the last rung. The world swirls around me, and I can only see the blue sky and green grass. The green my face is getting dangerously close to.
Impossible!
What the?
Walter!
I stretch my hands at the last moment, breaking the fall. As soon as I move away from the poisonous flower, my vision clears and my senses return to normal. Poisonous flower, huh? Okay, if you say so. I tell myself nothing happened. The fall wasn't painful, and I made it virtually to the bottom. Only when I notice Alba's frightened face nearby do I regret not falling from the 6th floor. Bright red, I stand up and brush the grass off my pants, which are already stained green. Ha 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 ha, what a loser.
Excuse me?
Oh dear, are you okay? What was that about? I didn't see you coming and now you're falling from the sky.
I'm good. It's all good, man. I'm okay. I'm cool, man. Ain't no worrying around here, baby girl. No. I'm good, and I climb down just fine. The grass is slippery, that's all.
Okay. But please don't do that again. I don't want you to get hurt. Can I join you? She moves away to make room for me on the grass. I sit down on the ground next to her. I never came to this part of the park because I didn't see the need for going outside the fencing. I must admit, the glade is breathtaking, though. A sweet smell of flowers lingers in the air, their colorful buds poking through the green tufts of grass. Alba constantly tucks unruly strands of hair behind her ear, only for a nice, cool breeze to lift them up again. I'll admit, like, the writing actually is pretty decent. Like, you know, if we're gonna be stuck reading a lot of it, we might as well go ahead and analyze it, you know? It's relatively concise, while still being able to paint a strong enough picture in your mind that, you know, you can visualize everything. Hello, Jay. What do you do when you look in the mirror? I stare into the void, it stares back at me, and I wonder how I managed to get myself to this point. Oh, thanks for the existential dread, I needed that. And the sight! There's only the blue, boundless sky in front of us, and as endless as the ocean around our home island. Ong. Indeed. May Ong be with you as well. But, welcome in. We're just playing, or right now we're reading Kamikaze Lassplanes, and eventually we'll get to a shoot 'em up section. Eventually. There's only the blue, boundless sky in front of us, and as endless as the ocean around our home island. I stay silent for a moment, taking in the landscape. We watch the clouds float lazily on the blue canvas. When the light is right, the hulls of the planes passing above flash at us secretively. I don't know a more beautiful place in Sky Fortress than this one. Well, it's a good thing that you decided to actually check it out for yourself, isn't it? Johnny come lately. As soon as I saw this place, I had to come here, even if just for a few minutes. It's breathtaking. Everything is, Walter. Sky Fortress is absolutely amazing. I'm already in love with it. It almost feels like a dream. Have you ever gotten used to it?
To Sky Fortress? Kind of. I needed a few days. Something about looking through the window and seeing nothing but a vast ocean of blue made my head spin.
I see. I don't have problems with that. But I think this is my favorite spot in the entire base. Right here.
I follow her dreamy gaze. The view from the glade is amazing. Nay! The glade itself is amazing! Again with the nay! What is this? Oh, I am amused by all the nays. I understand what Alba means.
I love the scent of flowers growing here, and how soft the grass is. I love the wind carrying the sounds of life from Sky Fortress. It seems as if the sky meets the earth here. Can you feel it?
I watch her dip her hand in the green grass. Following her gesture, I stretch my hand to touch the grass blades, which turn out to be as soft as she promised. We're literally touching grass! Hooray for us! I deny this scenario. My fingers brush the back of her hand by mistake. Lewd! We both freeze. She blushes and looks away, and my heart races again. Only a moment passes before we realize what is happening, but it feels like eternity. We hastily withdraw our hands like scalded cats, looking at the sky like there's nothing else. I completely forget about the crumpled orders in my pocket.
You know?
This place reminds me of my village so much. I mean, the view wasn't that good, but the wind, the flowery field, somehow this place has a scent of home.
Oh? I was convinced you grew up in the capital, or that you were created inside of a hangar or something. Like me.
Oh no, far from it. I don't even like the capital that much, city boy. I mean, it's beautiful and everything, but I love how idyllic crop fields feel.
Most people would want to do a lot to break free from the farmlands and live in the capital. Yeah, if you're a nerd. The royal treatment and big world vibe fail to convince you?
actually?
A city can be so suffocating. I feel the same way. I could never live, in, like, Los Angeles. Oh, I don't know, maybe. I could never live in, like, urban Chicago or New York or, I mean, those are kind of, like, the biggest cities. Maybe even, like, urban Denver or Seattle or something like that. Maybe Seattle. Just wherever there are tall buildings, like big-ass tall buildings. I hate that. I do not like it. I don't like being able to not see the sky. I don't like the small, cramped, one-way streets. It's not for me, man. I need wide, open spaces. I need to be able to see the sky. So, yeah, places in, like, California or Arizona or even, like, Washington where, there are urban areas and cities, but they're not as claustrophobic and confined as places like Chicago or New York or any of the big, like, super big metropolitan areas. Even if, like Tokyo, I don't know if I could stand to live, like, in Tokyo, like, in the, like, dead heart of the urban center. It's just like, I gots to have my space, man. Peaceful countryside is my jam. Yeah. I mean, like, I'd like to live more in a, like, suburban or rural area while still having, like, the city, within, like, driving distance or something. Like a 10, like 15, 20 minute drive away. So then, the conveniences of the city are still nearby, but when you want to just chill and get away from it, you go back and you're, like, just outside of the city so that you can just vibe. Being out in nature makes me feel free, a bit like the sky does. Our village was hidden among the hills.
The village hidden in the hills? I haven't heard of that ninja village.
The air was so clean it would sting your chest if you breathed too deep.
Sting your chest, huh? Okay.
It feels the same here. I miss my family, though. Our house was filled with otherworldly aromas from the kitchen. I miss the goats, too.
Goats? Do you mean the legendary, incredible Lassplane grazed goats?
Pfft. I didn't. And even if I did, there's nothing shameful about farm work, city boy.
Oh, she did call him a city boy. I just ad-libbed that earlier, but okay. I prefer to just get away from the noise pollution. I prefer to be very peaceful these days. That's how you know you're fucking old.
Goats are nice if you feed them.
Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of adult goats because they look kind of creepy, but baby goats are so fucking cute. It's like criminal. They literally look like living stuffed toys.
Although they do nibble on grass. If they were set free, they wouldn't have meadows like this in the world.
Hey, I didn't mean anything bad. I'm just curious, how did they find a Lassplane out in the wilderness? After all, it's not something an average girl can do.
Oh, so I'm not an average girl, my pilot?
Most certainly you're not. In every aspect of it.
Honestly, I've spent more years away from my home than at it. I was 10 years old when they took me away.
Dang, man. Anything beats hearing people blaring their music in their cars and stuff. Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Granted, now that I'm living here, I don't have to hear that as often because for many years I did live next to some folks who really loved blasting their sound system to the point where it would actually shake my walls.
I know probably everything has changed since then, but I love my memories. I like to cling to them as they make me feel better.
Can't forget the goats. Never forget the goats, man. The goats. They're the greatest, man. Of all time, some might even say.
Unacceptable!
I'm not even going to comment on that for your sake, Walter. Do you have a family to get back to after all this is over?
It's easy to notice how subtly she avoided telling me more about her training. I don't really say stuff because it's pointless, but still it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, I tried to go and talk to people who were being too loud, but they don't like to answer the door a lot.
The Lost Plane project is shrouded in mystery, so much that even military officers like me don't know a lot about it. I understand that, in a way. Lost Planes are so strong that according to legends, one is enough to turn the tide in the greatest battle. But how can we be so sure if they haven't started or won a battle yet? I know we only have a few units involved with Lost Planes, but I don't have the exact number. I also know that it's extremely hard, and you need special abilities to get into the program. But what abilities? How does it work? How can a human body harness the energy inside the crystal of the light? Does Alba even remember it if she was taken away from her home when she was only 10? What do I remember from that time? My unseeing gaze falls somewhere around her curious irises, returning to memories hidden by the fog of time. God damn, this fucking writing is so purple. I'm slightly amused to say that, honestly, this writing is kind of similar to mine. I'm not gonna lie. My unseeing gaze falls somewhere around her curious irises, returning to memories hidden by the fog of time. Yeah, I would fucking write something like that, dude. I feel like called out by the game almost. It's weird. I remember our house in the capital, but it was neither happy nor warm. The city is more than beautiful spires reaching toward the sky, although I loved watching them as a child. I never liked the word slums, but I assume it's the easiest way to describe our district. Riff-raff, street rat, I don't buy that. Literally just, climbing atop his slummy house up to the roofs at the top of the bodega, and he's like, not the bodega, the favela, and he's just like up on top of it, just they'd find out there's so much more to me. Oh boy. Which doesn't mean I hated it. I only hated going back home. Too many sad memories lingered within its walls, and they disgust me even today. Uh-oh, we've got a tragic backstory. I prefer to focus on the present, on Alba sitting by my side, her big eyes fixed on me, and her big chest so full of potential. I wish I could have had the same childhood as her, even if the training was hard. The way she brightens up at the mere thought of home is cute. I'm glad she could live a normal life, although maybe I wouldn't miss the goats if I were her. I always thought they were mean. You're so mean, man. Why they gotta be so mean? Yeah, I suppose. I grew up in the capital, as I said. It wasn't glamorous, but it wasn't that bad either. I much prefer this. Being here, in this meadow, When this is over, I'll probably travel the world. Maybe I'll visit some goats. The chill caused by the memories vanishes as soon as I hear her honest, loud laughter. I could visit her village with her, see the life outside the cities. I haven't been in the country for a long time, living on military bases instead. I suspect Chose had a similar experience. I like it here. I like her company. My heart skips a beat when I suddenly remember the orders hidden in my pocket. The sole reason I ventured out to find her in the first place. Hesitantly, I take them out, and Alba looks at the paper with interest. Only after I flatten it on my knee does she laugh again, seeing the state it's in. Wow, talk about professional, Captain. What's that?
It's your official assignment. On behalf of HQ, I would like to formally welcome you to our ranks here in Sky Fortress. The orders say I'm authorized to be your pilot. We need to schedule a test flight soon.
Oh, already?
Yes, I'm excited. Aren't you? Have you trained with a pilot before? Her energy disappears in an instant like air from a deflating balloon. Ah, my face falls. Did I say something wrong? She shrugs as if unsure how to answer the simple question. I think I see... So there are two girls. There are two girls in this game that you can choose from. I think I see what the dichotomy is going to be between the two of them. Mm-hmm. It reminds me of what she asked when she entered the quarters. Is it really you? As though she expected me to be someone special, although I'm not. There are hundreds of soldiers like me, dedicated, well-trained, patient, and hungry for battle. And yet something about me makes her embarrassed again.
Actually?
In theory, yes, I have hundreds of hours of training in my logs. I met many pilots during that time.
EDP raid? Hello, Mario. I appreciate the raid. If we are getting raided, I can't actually see it in the OBS chat, but welcome, raiders. My name is Relikai. I'm a literal rando who plays video games on the internet. EDP did nothing wrong. I believe you. I will take your word for it. Yeah, we're playing Kamikaze Lassplanes, which is a shoot 'em up / dating sim, although we're getting a lot more of the dating sim than we are of the shoot 'em up, but we'll get there eventually. So feel free to stick around, chat, or lurk if that's more your speed, and for the time you decide to stick around, I hope you decide, or I hope you enjoy your time here. He just wanted a cupcake? Understandable. I will, you know, there are certain things I'd do for a cupcake as well. Let's see.
I've been honing and mastering my skills with them for the last few years.
But I can feel something's wrong. She averts her eyes, looking sideways, not at me, suddenly interested in a violet flower waving in the wind. She locks her hands together nervously, insecurely. My heart races as I wait for an answer.
There was always something missing that I could not find. They told me that once I found a pilot I could bond with, the odd feeling would go away.
Jardy Cuck Raid? Excuse me? Alright then.
I've never been able to do so with anyone before. Everyone expects me to be perfect, to handle anyone I work with. They wave their hands dismissively, saying I just need time. Sometimes I feel like they were claws squeezing my chest.
Oh my goodness. Don't let them do that.
When I think about it, I can't breathe, and...
Hey. I wish I could take her trembling hands, but I'm not bold enough. We've just met. The crumpled piece of paper was supposed to bring good news, but now I see how anxious she is, and I freeze. Alba seemed like the most optimistic and carefree person I've met in the base. I thought nothing could scare her. After all, I found her on the edge of a steep cliff and she didn't mind the abyss. But now I can see fear in her eyes. She's afraid of the burden the kingdom put on her shoulders, and the risk that she won't be able to handle it. When I think about it, it's no wonder. She's expected to be the second line of defense for the whole kingdom, while she doesn't even have a pilot who could understand her. It takes two to tango. Her efficiency doesn't depend only on her skills. If I were her, I'd be nervous too. Actually, as I think about it, I begin to get anxious. Oh man.
You told me you'd be the one, Walter.
Oh! My heart stops when she raises her sad eyes to look at me, and she spoke audibly. The bottomless purple conceals a surge of emotions, and she's struggling to find the right words.
The one meant for me. The best pilot the kingdom has to offer.
I smile nervously. Like fucking Chandler. Do I need to ask? I'm not sure, but you may, if you feel so inclined, if you are so passionate about wanting to hear the answer. Another EDP raid? What is what is going on here? Are there more cupcakes? I'm sorry, I don't have any cupcakes here. I don't got any sweets or Klondike bars or anything like that. Or did Mario get Jardy cucked and then Sinai comes in with the raid? My word. Well, again, if there is a raid going on, then I appreciate it. Let's see. Although I'm not sure how to answer, I can take a compliment even now. Thinking about the pressure HQ put on me, I get increasingly nervous, but I push the anxiety aside. Her face yearns for hope and inspiration, and I want to tell her it's going to be all right. That regardless of what happens tomorrow, the two of us can face it. That I'll protect her from everything fate throws at us, from every obstacle, each coming storm. My God, we are making some big claims to this girl that we just met like an hour ago. Oh my God, what is happening here? Okay, Boris Walker. Okay, guys, I'm gonna ask everyone to stop spamming. All right, I appreciate it. I don't exactly know what's happening, but we're gonna chill. All right, everybody. I don't know, unless this is, I don't know, some kind of weird thing where okay, yeah, I think this might be some kind of like weird thing going on here. So we're gonna go ahead and do this here. All right, so guys, we're gonna stop spamming. All right, so everybody just chill. Everyone be cool. That's literally one of the chat rules. So everyone just calm down. And yeah, we're just gonna vibe, all right? I don't know what whatever any of that was, but yeah, I'm not gonna be looking up anything as of right now, all right? Cool, good stuff. So what were we saying? Yeah, we're being very, very dramatic, melodramatic even, about this girl that we just met an hour ago. But maybe it's fate. Maybe it's fate, maybe it's love, maybe it's a slight tinge of arousal in the loins, but whatever it is, it's a great motivator for our boy, evidently. I don't know if I believe the words I told her in the quarters, but I want to believe for her sake, as long as it gives her peace of mind and makes her smile. Of course I'm the one for you, Alba. Just like you're the one for me. A mere pilot in this base. I put a hand on her shoulder, wanting her to look at me. She averts her eyes, staring at the violet flower again. You might be the one promised by the king to solve all our problems and protect our lands, but you're not alone. And you will never be. Not here, and not in the sky. As of today, we're a team, Miss Trosse. And win or lose, we're in this mess together. We're in this together. My words are supposed to cheer her up, show her she's not alone. I want to believe in them myself, although deep down I can't really be confident they're true. I watch her face turn pink during my speech. She turns her flushed face towards me, struggling, as if she doesn't care about what I just said. I think I made her embarrassed again. Seems like it's my skill. Some people can't control the light, and some throw cliche phrases around like some kind of Hallmark card. Whatever you say, poster child. Her smile is a form of self-defense. She uses it when she doesn't know what to say. Aha, I see. Very, very astute observation there, Walter, as if the writers very much want us to know this. But it's irrelevant. I see her eyes brighten up a bit thanks to my words, and a smile finally returns to her face. The blush turns intensely red when she notices my hand on her shoulder.
Right!
She jumps to her legs with energy I haven't seen her show before.
Well, let's go then.
Go? Go where?
If you're so sure we'll be a great fit, we might as well get this test flight over with. I'm sure that HQ will be glad to hear everything went smoothly.
Yes, finally! I freeze, still clenching HQ's approval in my fist. I expected a test run, yes, but it requires some preparation, too. HQ must have procedures. They may take a few days.
But like, what, now? Why not? You said it yourself, you're my pilot and I'm your lost plane.
Are you sure? And what, we're just going to stand up and go to the hangar? Right now? She looks around, distraught.
Let's go!
Well, here's a place as good as any.
No, wait! I shout, raising my hands to do what? To stop her from turning into a plane here and now? I stand up, brushing the grass off my pants.
Do you think HQ will let us go right away? Oh, I would love to go now.
I notice nervousness amidst her energy reserves. Alba doesn't want to wait, but she's driven by fear instead of excitement. It's better to find out quickly if we're compatible or not. I stop a whirlwind of thoughts, giving me at least 100 reasons to wait until tomorrow. I don't want to prolong the tension, not after I just told her it's going to be alright. If I hesitate, it'd undermine my words. Alright, I'll run this through HQ. Let's meet at the hangar in 30 minutes?
Really? Great! See you there then, my pilot.
I watch her turn around and leave joyfully. She takes a few steps and stops to wink at me.
Don't chicken out.
Oh, we will see who shall be doing the outing of the chicken. HQ likes the crazy idea more than I expected. Apparently, they don't tend to waste time if they can get a job done quickly. The closer we are to the hangar, the more anxious I become. I meant what I said back there in the meadow. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. And a Walter is faithful 100%. But actually, I have no proof. I bet other pilots are also wondering if I'm good enough for Alba. What if I'm not her pilot either? Hey, another location. Nice. The news travels fast. I feel like at least half of Sky Fortress has been waiting for this moment ever since the Lost plane arrived. When I reach the hangar, several officers are already waiting, watching over the operation. The energy in the air is palpable. So, okay, here's something that I need to ask. What? Is the music ever gonna change? Or is there just this one track that plays during the dating sim sections? I mean, it's nice, I really like it, but I feel like, you know, when the mood shifts or, you know, depending on what the situation is, maybe the music should shake up a little bit? I mean, even, you know, even a visual novel as old as Higurashi back in the day, it still had music change-ups and shake-ups. Doki Doki Literature Club was practically made by just about 3 or 4 people, and one of them was the musician and the writer and the director and the programmer. So, you know, I feel like this game could have done with a few other musical tracks. Again, even though I think this track is really nice sounding, I don't know if it fits what kind of energy is supposed to be going on in this scene. Blue sky and the smell of flowers and the wind stream in through an open, faraway door. I stand back and watch with others as Alba walks to the center of the room. She looks as inconspicuous as before. I only notice her chest rise when she inhales before the room is flooded with a flash. A bright light penetrates my closed eyes, making me cover them with my hand. When I manage to open them to cheer, my voice fails me, and I round my mouth in wordless delight. Oh my goodness. Gallery art unlocked. Ah-ho-ho-ho, I see now. The walls of the hangar disappear in a black emptiness, cut by luminous lines. The smell of ozone lingers in the air as if I was in the heart of a storm. It's like the time and space around us vanished, and this moment was lodged in a drop between dimensions of reality. God, this is like my own writing, man. Oh my god. It's like the time and space around us vanished, and this moment was lodged in a drop between dimensions of reality. I might have said, you know, the space between spaces or something like that. But goddamn, man, I feel like the writer or the localizer for this game is essentially my writing twin. Jeez, bro. Her radiant silhouette is surrounded by strands of energy among dark clouds. The light crystal in her bracelet glints in a familiar yet strange way. It's like a supernatural force whose magical properties I can feel for the first time when I get goosebumps on the nape of my neck. Bright green ribbons coming out of the crystal envelop Alba's body, transforming it into something else, something new. Bit by bit, from the frills on her uniform to her body cells whose essence of life is changing into another force. The light soon becomes too bright for my eyes, unused to this sight, no matter how hard I try to ignore it. I regretfully close my eyelids as the scene ends in another flash of lightning. A small storm hidden in this bubble of time passes, leaving behind sparkling airplane wings resembling metal, but so far from it. I now know I'll never look at Alba the same way, and that I'll never forget it. All right, is that it? Are we finally getting to the shoot 'em up section? What the fuck? Yeah, you know, playing girls. Oh my god, we're just doing it. Okay then. Finally. Cold air welcomes us with the first gust of wind. Tens or hundreds of hours of training could have never prepared me for this moment. If someone asked me to describe it, I don't know if I could. This feeling is unbelievable. I feel the true scope of her power, and it seems infinite. I feel Chose's proximity like never before. The rumbling of her thoughts flutter under my fingertips. I'm surrounded by solid, hard metal, yet I can feel there's a soul inside of it. This is such weird descriptions. Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. I feel like Doofenshmirtz wishes he could make something like this. We're just starting the game. I mean, we've been playing the game, but, you know. I watch the gauges before me, but soulless numbers can't convey the moment. Energy strokes my body. Hey, yo? Already? We just got the first CG, Alba. Chill. Leaving trails of goosebumps on my skin. It's as if I was next to a mighty power source, only this power is alive. Does she whisper into his headset in an ASMR voice as well? I'd enjoy the plane girl. I don't feel like you should be like, I don't know, man. Just don't go all dark side Phil inside of there without her permission. 77%, 93%, done. Looks like the synchronization is complete. How are you feeling about this, Alba? Actually. What? Don't worry about it. It's great so far. Not to toot my own horn, but I think I nailed this. You're doing great. You're doing great, sweetie. I'll let HQ know we're ready. HQ to the Lost Plus squad. Are you ready to begin the maneuverability sync test?
All right.
I think so. I'll try my best to make sure we stay compatible. I promise I'll be gentle, my pilot. Lost plane to HQ, we're ready. Beginning the maneuverability sync test. Reach the highlighted areas. Okay. What, really? Is this really the... I mean, I guess if this is gonna be maybe some people's first ever shoot 'em up, sure, I guess. The hell is going on here? Plane girls! Come on, you know. Looks like everything works just fine from my end. So, what do you think? Are we compatible?
I think
surprisingly, everything is going smoothly. I see no problems so far. Gotta admit, I was prepared for much worse.
Hey, that hurt.
Oh, stop it.
I didn't mean it like that. I meant my previous pilots weren't as effective. When they tried to pilot me, I didn't feel anything, but with you... We achieved full synchronization very quickly, and from the looks of it, it's stable. It's a compliment. Take it or leave it.
I'm definitely taking it. Lost plane to HQ. Everything's fine and dandy on our side. HQ to Lost Planes. You know what? I'm gonna make HQ's voice Patrick Warburton because of the fact that he gives the introductory video at Soarin' over the world at California Adventure. So yeah, I gotta find my Patrick Warburton. I gotta clear out my throat a little bit there. Gotta really open it up there. HQ to the Lost Planes squad. Good to hear it. We have new orders, or rather a small request. There's some junk left by the cleaning crew next to your training zone. There's mostly old drones long out of commission, but some of them became active recently. They're messing up our comms, and since you're already there, take them down, would you? Oh god. Yeah. Sending coordinates. Over and out.
So now we're taking out the trash?
Well, orders are orders. Might as well check if our weaponry systems are up and running while we're at it.
Unacceptable.
But a junkyard? What a terrible place to pick for a first date, Walter.
Is it a date, Miss Chaussee?
A terrible one, if so.
Oh boy. Oh, we're just at it. All right then. Okay. All right, we're doing it. We're doing the thing. Dang, it's a little. Gotta maneuver around a little bit here. Ah, gotcha.
Look, can you see that? Get us closer to it. Meow.
All right.
What is that?
You know,
Sometimes we can salvage leftover power from our enemies to upgrade our gear. Let's put it to use. More drones up ahead.
Oh, we double teaming. We got the DP bullets. All right. Get fucked. You as well. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, we got this. We got this. Easy peasy. Yes, sir. Get out of my sight. Ha ha ha. That was going to be all quick time even, but good to know there's a shmup part. Yeah. That's, like I said, as an actual shoot 'em up. Hey, do you see that? It looks different from the rest.
Let's check it out. Ouch!
Ah, I didn't see it coming. Are you okay, Alba?
unacceptable.
Our not-a date is going progressively worse. Get that power up. We're gonna need it.
Dang. We're screwing up, Walter.
All right.
Ah, much better. Depending on what kind of gear we'll get, it will have a different result.
Okay, I'll remember to grab everything on our way then.
Yay! I love gifts.
Main character gets high as a rock. High as a rock, huh? Aha, there we go. Oh, get fucked, buddies. Ha 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 ha. Yes, sir. Ha ha. Easy peasy. Combos. Nice. Hold on. Where? There they are. Huzzah. Oh, Jesus. Just saying it looks like a fever dream, but you smoked a lot of weed and then we're just enjoying the ride. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a little jaunt through the Cloverfield. Don't be like those other pilots and have beta pilot skills. Exactly. Alba got quite the sass. Yeah, I love it, honestly. Kronk is right. Kronk is right.
I feel the energy coursing through my veins. This power. I've gathered enough. Ready when you are, Walter.
What?
Just trust me.
How? What am I supposed to...
Grab that left trigger.
Oh boy. Use special ability. Woo! Baby! That was something. Man, we busted all over all of them. That was amazing, Alba.
I never used the light like that before.
What? You're a natural, Alba.
I guess we work together so well that nothing is impossible anymore. Let's get back to the base. I'm hungry.
Definitely. It's nearly dinner time.
Finally.
Lost Plane Squad to HQ. We've completed our mission. Returning to Sky Fortress now. Over and out. Hey, I got the big boy score. All right. I'm just an anime girl. I'm just an anime girl living in a small town world. I'm in this dating simulator video game. I'm playing my part, just an anime girl. I don't remember the last time I was so content after returning to the hangar. And again, we're just right back to this music track again, man. Come on. Although I assured Alba everything would be fine, I couldn't have been certain. My promises would be void if it turned out to be as incompatible as her previous pilots, and yet we were perfectly in sync on our junkyard date. However, it sounds... Now when the stress is gone, when it's all behind us, I feel relief that's hard to describe, and I'm exhausted. It was just a short synchronization test, but I feel completely drained. Yep, she drained us, all right. I mean, did you see us bust all over those enemies at the end there? Mm-hmm. Anxiety consumed my energy reserves for the day. Even though it was just a quick test flight, it now feels like I've fought in a battle. I deserve some relaxation. Alba slipped out from the hangar as soon as we returned. Her transformation was over before I even noticed. Puff, and she was gone. I swear, if I were to describe her in one sentence, I wouldn't be able to find the right words. Now, in her petite human form, she must have rushed to the quarters to prepare for dinner. I, in turn, am desperate for relaxation and can achieve only through a scalding hot bath. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. This is a really nice bath, though. Jesus, look, the moat has rubber duckies in it. Bro, that's awesome. So I have to ask, how's it feel to play a shmup game? It feels good. Like the shoot 'em up aspect it's responsive. The controls are tight, and yeah, I think it's a good one. Honestly, I feel like the creators have definitely, played one or two of them in their time, so I would say it's good. Also, this game, I believe, just came out a week ago, and it's already on sale. So, if you were thinking about maybe wanting to pick it up at some point, it's on sale right now. It's only like $3 off, but I mean, still, since it's brand new and it's already discounted, that's pretty cool, so. There are many bathhouses in Sky Fortress, perfect destinations for tired soldiers after a long day of work. If you get a change, you should try out other shmups. The arcades obviously got difficulty, but worth investing playing in those. I might at some point. We'll see if this game inspires an itch in me. I've been here a few months, long enough to figure out which are the best. I thought you were here for a week. What are you talking about? The baths near the quarters are always painfully crowded. It has its advantages. Instead of awkward silence, they're filled with the buzz of my companion's chatter. Soaked in water, they don't want to talk about work, so we chat about silly things and laugh. On some days it's perfect, but today I'm not in the mood for crowds. I want to rest, so I head to the bathhouse in the eastern wing. It's part of unused VIP quarters for special guests. No VIP has appeared yet, so they're always empty. It's my little secret, a place that hardly anyone knows about and most certainly nobody frequents. I don't think you're allowed in there if it's for VIPs only, soldier. I step inside, blissful and covered only by a towel around the waist. Bathing is relaxing. It clears my mind and cleanses my body, and I'm ready for both. By habit, I walk inside without looking around. It's my place after all, only I know about it. I don't think you're the only one who knows about it, my guy. I haven't seen a living soul here since I arrived at Sky Fortress. I wonder what they're about to lead up to. Suddenly, a movement in the corner of the bathtub catches my eye. What? I freeze like a deer in the headlights. Who? Oh boy. Oh my. Gallery art unlocked again. My word, madam. This should be fine to show on YouTube. Submerged in water, Trosse turns to me, hearing my footsteps. Hidden by a blanket of foam on the water, at first she freezes as if unsure about what she's looking at. New emotion. All sorts of new emotions welling up inside me. As if thinking I'm just a figment of her imagination. After all, in what kind of world would a person march inside a bathhouse she's bathing in so conspicuously? I'm not the only one having a hard time processing it. For a moment, we're both shocked, looking at each other stupidly. Hot steam conceals parts of her figure. Thankfully, not in this CG. Ah! I open my mouth, but no words come out. Reason tells me to look away, but my body won't listen. I stand still like a statue, a motionless ice figure in front of her. Injuries from our close encounter with a mine are nowhere to be found on her fair skin. Only droplets of water, leaving wet trails on her slender body. Oh my god, we are just like absolutely enhancing in on this girl right now. The setting sun bathes her body in golden light, casting shadows on soft dimples. Oh my goodness. He's really getting descriptive with it. Thick fog and foamy water conceal what's not hidden under a small towel. Even with that, I still admire each of her movements when she gets deeper, each subtle twitch of her round hip. Dude, okay, now you're just starting to get conspicuous with it, my guy. Sheesh. Imagine Hank Hill scolding to his son Bobby playing a video game. That boy ain't right. Look at him in there playing his anime game. I can never. God, I hate the fact that I can't do a decent Hank Hill. Like, at least with, you know, I don't do very good impersonations anyway, but at least with a lot of them, you know, I'd say it's at least maybe 70% of the way there. But with Hank Hill, I just can't. I just can't make it happen. Like, dang it. Dang it. Dang it. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. Dang it, Bobby, that ain't right. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I think we need to get off of this CG at some point, man. And if I'm sitting here trying to hone my Hank Hill, that's never going to happen. I don't know why I'm so stunned. Bathhouses are mixed, and what's not hidden under a towel is covered by steam. It's all for nothing when my imagination provides the rest. I immediately blush. Maybe she's wondering if I got a heat stroke standing there like a fool. A quiet thought in the back of my head makes me realize that Albatrosse sees not only my bed, but also my favorite bathhouse. And then all my thoughts vanish when her face contorts with terror. She reddens as if the water got a few more degrees hotter. I slowly realize what she realizes. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh, cute.
You?
Oh my goodness. Oh, we get a We get a sprite model too. Jeez.
What are you doing here?
Her scream snaps me back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes Rabbit. Reminding me where I am. What is the meaning of What is this meaning of division? Say what? It breaks my trance, making me comprehend for how many seconds I've been staring at her. I flinch, turning to the side as if I could give her a bit of privacy. I look away with my intrusion. I took away with my intrusion. The ceiling has never been more interesting. I try to mutter a reply, but I feel a wave of heat reach my face. I must be red as a beet. Not good. Not good at all. My god, I must have come over as an ultimate creep? You mean come off? Okay, we've got a little bit of the ESL going on here. She says like, oh my god, he's hot. I mean, we don't know. We don't know. We don't get to see Walter from the looks of it. I keep telling myself that I only looked at her for a moment, just a few seconds, but no amount of bargaining with myself will make my face less red. Just an hour ago, we were up in the sky. We were one, and yet what I did now seems extremely invasive. I can hardly move from shame, which must be visible on my face. Just as Alba's embarrassment is reflected by a bright red blush on her cheeks. She desperately covers herself with her hands, disappearing under foamy water until her chin touches the surface. Wait, I shouldn't be looking, but I can't help seeing her convulsive hand movements out of the corner of my eye. She looks like a fish out of water, hopelessly trying to dive back into the depths. I think she's more of a fish in water. I'm sorry. I didn't expect you here.
What? How? It's the officer's bathhouse after all.
Oh god, it's mixed gender. I have just as much right to be here as you do. Oh my goodness. God damn it, why can't we figure out how to get rid of the text box? Walter is a generic faceless mannequin. Exactly. Oh man. Let's see. Yeah, we just can't get rid of it, unfortunately. Oh well. I mean, unless we could try my alphanumeric strategy. Let's go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Yep, so none of those do anything. What about plus, minus, 0, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope. All right. No way to get rid of it. Oh, well.
Oh, well, you could have warned me. You waltzed in here so quietly, I had no time to cover myself up.
But you did. You're lying right now. What was I supposed to do? Announce myself? I thought no one was here. Our discussion is pointless because technically we're both right. Logic tells me I didn't break any rule of mixed bathhouses. At the same time, I'm so embarrassed I'll never go inside like that again. Starting from today, I'll loudly stomp my feet to let half of the base know I'm coming. And I'll slam the door as much as rude it is. As much as rude it is? Okay, yeah, we're definitely starting to find the ESL in the script here. But what to do now? I stay still for a moment before I realize it's probably worse than pretending that nothing happened. I glance at her and force myself not to turn my eyes away. I can't help it. Her gaze petrifies me. She quickly moves to the other side of the pool and fixes her unseeing gaze on some random point in space, as far from my face as possible. I haven't even touched the water yet, but I suspect I'm as red as if scalded. I rush to the edge of the pool. Hot steam unexpectedly hits my face. I love boiling hot baths, but hardly anyone shares my taste. Right now, I could waltz into hell itself and I still wouldn't care at all. Nothing can beat the discomfort I created for both of us. I know I'm being unfair to myself. Running to the pool's edge, I nearly slip Don't do that, man. Because not only would this whole situation be happening, but then you'd look like an absolute tool on top of the entire thing. Like an idiot. Yeah, exactly. I hurriedly walk down the steps and submerge in the water as soon as possible. So we're just doing this. We're just gonna sit in here with her. The water burns, but it hides everything, including my shame. I'm trying not to look in her direction by all means, aiming to avoid more embarrassment. Hey, how is Chose even different from my squad mates? Well, apart from everything. I nervously clear my throat. Who even invented mixed bathhouses? Why didn't I care before? Sure, it was always uneasy with others, but even a quick side glance at her is enough to send my heart racing. She turns scared, started to act like a tsundere, and yell, "You weirdo, it's not like that, Obaka." Just speed run through all of the tsundere classics. But she's not tsundere, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Only betas trip at this point. Also alphas. Alphas would also trip. Walter Kuhn, can you get out of my way? Make gangway! She sends his heart a plane? A plane? Okay, Vic, you're reaching for that. I get it. Planes have wings and a flutter, like butterfly wings, but no, you overextended yourself there. She is definitely not just another squad mate. In the sky, Alba is a weapon, deadly, tough as steel, and sensitive to my every movement. But the girl shrouded in steam next to me is like a contradiction of that image. I wonder if I'll ever stop being surprised by the juxtaposition. I really didn't expect you here. I just thought you were hungry and headed to the canteen.
Unacceptable.
Oh, don't remind me, please. The dinner isn't ready yet. I checked. Don't get fooled. I am absolutely starving. I didn't even realize you knew this place. The bathhouse near our quarters is much bigger than this, after all. HQ told me there's a special bathhouse in the base that I could use. I heard it's for VIPs, which I presume a lost plane is. Oh, so I'm a VIP? Wait, do you have the right to be here, Walter? Caught red-handed. By a scale of generic male characters, Walter should have been on F tier. But if it's a tier of generic male characters, wouldn't the higher tiers be considered more generic? I don't know how that works. Yes, I'm your pilot after all. Let's pretend I believe you. When the silence falls between us, only the sound of water can be heard. We're sitting on opposite sides of the pool, facing different directions. If someone came inside now, they'd think we don't know each other at all, and that we have nothing to say to each other. It must look ridiculous. There's plenty of space in this huge pool, but we're pushed to the opposite sides, as if our lives depended on it. Two folks chilling in the hot tub, 5 feet apart because they're not straight. I'm tempted to look at her, but the thought of meeting her embarrassed eyes makes me squeeze into my corner more. My mind races, persistently trying to make up any small talk topic that could cut the awkwardness lingering in the room like steam. I'm not too good at small talk. What a time to find out that you're not good at small talk. Thankfully, Alba seems just as desperate for a change of subject, and it doesn't take much. So, how are you feeling now that we're back at Sky Fortress?
Awesome.
Oh, good, actually.
Oh, I like that sprite. It's cute.
Phenomenal, even. I always miss the sky before I leave, but after a tiring mission, I think I miss the ground more.
Sounds like a tiring cycle.
Does it? I think it makes me appreciate both much more. Who says you have to choose one over the other in every scenario?
You're definitely a natural. I think you were fantastic out there. Not a bird, not just a plane, but the albatross. Oh! Oh! I can't believe it took me this long to realize what they were doing with her name. Oh. God dang it. Well, I guess I've been saying her name wrong this entire time. Okay. Not a bird, not just a plane, but the albatross. God.
Oh, stop it!
Oh, fully voiced line there.
I wouldn't be half as good without your guidance, Walter. You can stop the humble act.
What act? I simply am humble, Miss Tross. I am a human, after all. A mere mortal compared to the— Whoa, what the fuck? I'm interrupted mid-sentence when a wave of hot water floods my mouth. Oh, dang. Okay, you're gonna be like that, huh? I see. And then the water burns enough it will touches heat the skin into a giant squid monster. Here? We're already getting into the tentacles? I didn't even notice when she turned to me, too focused on the ceiling. I choke and cough, fighting for breath while my lungs are on fire. Her rippling laughter fills the room, coming from a half-covered mouth. Even though she's blushing, she doesn't seem to regret the splash. Revenge never looked so tempting. Take the bait? Be better than that? Why would we do that? And then the telephone rang. The Powerpuff Girls talked to him while eating a three-day-old bag of Doritos? What? Miami, what are you doing? What is this narrative that you're concocting in the chat? What is happening? No, take the bait. We are not above this. I can't stop myself. I scoop the water around me, sending a small tsunami straight at Sneaky Tross. The waves splash her face and thousands of tiny droplets scatter around, accompanied by her screams.
Oh, you!
Walter Percival Schmittens.
What? Is that her name? Walter Percival Schmittens? Schmittens? Why is that our name? Why are we Schmittens? It sounds like a cat's name. Schmittens. Oh my god. Okay, sure, fine. Walter Percival Schmittens.
How dare you! Disrespecting a lost plane like that.
Who now? Schmittens. The most British name ever. My dad always used my full name when I messed up.
My dad always used my full name when I messed up. I don't know yours, but I sure as hell don't need it.
Oh, it's a terrible name, Alba.
A terrible name for a terrible man like you.
Hey, you started it. But now that you mention it, I do see the appeal of your dad's method. Unrelated, but what's your full name?
Pfft, like I would tell you.
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours.
Fine. It's not your business.
Oh, she's cute. God dang it. Malachi, Miami, please keep going with this fan fiction. It's getting really good. Nice to meet you, Alba. Not your business. Not your business, Tross. I'm Walter, not Percival Schmittens. When I see another splash coming my way, I do my best to escape. Water enters my nose, almost drowning me despite my attempts. Oh, don't be so dramatic. Fighting for my life, I see Alba stick her tongue at me as if she won the battle. But the war is far from over yet. For your sake, I will let that slide.
So you were saying something, my dear peeking pilot?
I was saying... Wait. I wasn't peeking.
Stop it!
Oh, I believe you.
Very convincing. I was saying I'm glad you're feeling well. Don't mean you have to be your pilot candidate. Get it? Pilot candidate? Like the anime? Oh my god. You know what? I actually have a soft spot for that anime in my heart. Like, because it was one of the first anime that premiered on Adult Swim, so, you know, all those old ones like Pilot Candidate, Inuyasha, Cowboy Bebop, Big O, all those shows, yeah, I've got a soft spot for them in my heart. Pilot Candidate, it had really good atmosphere. Honestly, the dub was terrible. It was really bad. But yeah, like like the story itself, I was actually interested in it, but apparently I guess the mangaka just dropped it. They abandoned it at some point, which sucks. I'm pretty sure the author of D and Angel actually wrote it. Never remember Pilot Canada, Adult Swim. Yeah, because it was fairly unremarkable, but I liked it. It had a... I actually have the... No, I don't think I have the DVD anymore. No, I have to, right? Man, maybe I did sell it. Oh man, I'll have to try and find it later. Because honestly, like, yeah, the atmosphere of it was really kind of like pretty and poetic and ethereal. That explosion felt rough. Are you sure you're okay? It takes more than that to take me down.
You know?
Besides, the light heals my body in almost an instant. I just need a power-up, like the one we picked up in that trash field. Not a scratch on that body. Despite my best efforts, I glance sneakily at her while she's not looking. I mean, you know, we got to do a visual inspection, you know? She says she doesn't have any scratches, so... Oh my goodness. We're so close I could see her silhouette through the rippling water. Indeed, I don't see any bruises. The mine could have left. Bruh, her eyes are up there, please. There they are. Her body seems spotless, almost too flawless to be true. The past left no marks on it. There are no scars from her childhood or even common birthmarks. I had no idea the light can work like that. But honestly, does anyone besides the scientists working with it know everything it's capable of? How does it feel? I mean, sorry to be so blunt. It's amazing that you can use the light, but it's a total mystery to me. Is it a magic power you somehow channel? Are you suggesting I charge up like an old battery, Walter? Unsure whether she's joking or not, I begin to sweat nervously. I mean, when you look at it like that, we're all walking batteries. Powered by food, air, water. Nice save. It's a feeling that might be too hard to describe. Up there in the sky, the form I take seems as natural to me as this one. The light is like adrenaline released when I need it. When you're stressed or in danger and it courses through your veins, you don't think about it. You don't produce it consciously. It just appears and the impossible becomes possible. You are now consciously producing adrenaline. Man. And you gain superpowers. What we can do with the light depends not only on our skills, but also ourselves. One of my companions, a lost plane I met in the previous base, could create beautiful art with it. She would illuminate the whole quarters, cover the walls with light blue flowers. Wherever she went, she liked to surround herself with her private small forest. She compared the light to creativity, not to adrenaline. To use it, you need not only skills and discipline, but also inspiration, which can be elusive, hard to grasp. And thanks to creativity, an artist can go beyond the limits of possibility and create something from nothing. That's very poetic. I thought all lost planes were highly intricate weapons. I mean, we are. That's the point. We can argue that war is not just destruction, it's also art, a painful birth of artists. Poetry with words dyed by the scarlet of innocent blood. Wow. Okay. Sure. Let's just romanticize war, I guess, with the blood of innocence. Why not? Pop off, Queen? I don't know. But as much as a bath is the perfect place for philosophical concepts, I'm too hungry for poetical thinking. War is a rebellion in my stomach, Walter. And I must say, my stomach craves food, and I'm prepared to shed blood to get it. I am also hungry. I ate today, man. What gives? At least yours. Hey, what did I do now? You're nearby, and I get fussy when I'm hungry. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Psst. You're right. A bath is the perfect place for random pondering. The light is such a powerful advantage. You would think it's too beautiful to be true, right? What do you mean?
Think about it. An infinite power source, magical abilities with no price to pay at all. Perpetuum mobile has been impossible to achieve for a reason.
What?
What now? Are you getting pessimistic again, Walter? Where's your poster boy energy when you need it? Does it also come with a price? Are you running out of it?
Very funny, Miss Tross. I know you're just babbling about to hide. I know you're just babbling about to hide that rumbling in your stomach. I bet the quartermaster can hear it from a mile away.
What?
It's almost dinner time, huh? We should probably get going if we want to be. What? Oh shit! I never finish. The bell from the canteen tolls in the distance, announcing dinner. Alba leaps out of the water like a fish lured by bait, swimming to pool steps like a shark. What? Swimming to pool steps like a shark. She sends a wave of water towards me that covers me whole. I don't know what that sentence means. Unfettered, she runs outside, not even bothering to cover her body some more. Not that it would change anything. She's so fast I can't see anything. And I wipe my eyes from bath water. Dang, Alba's bath water. A rubber duck I fixed my eyes on during our conversation falls first in the chaos created by Tross.
Impossible!
Oh dear, what if they eat all the food? What's today? What's today, Walter? What is today's special? I forgot to ask. Oh, to hell with it, I'll just run.
Save us a seat. I'll be there in a minute. She must be starving because she jumped out of the water like a bullet. I watched her panicked movements in stunned silence. When she disappears in the locker room, I can hear her mumbling under her breath, throwing towels and quickly getting dressed. I should get going too, if I want to be there before the crowd. But compared to her, I move like a snail. When I reach the edge of the pool, she's already shouting goodbye, running outside to the plaza, still half wet after an hour in the water. I can't stand wearing clothes while I'm wet, especially if they're dry. If, like, my clothes are wet and I'm wet, that's one thing. If I'm wet and my clothes are dry, I don't like it. I fix myself up as I realize I'm also hungry. I put on normal civilian clothes. Dinner time is usually lax, and I can use it. I hang wet towels on a wooden wash tub, and I join the line of people heading to the canteen. Canteen is strategically situated near sleeping quarters on the edge of the Sky Fortress. Alright, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it there for the evening. We've done a whole lot tonight. We got to play both the dating sim aspect of the game and the shoot 'em up aspect. So, and got to get a little peek of Alba right there. So, all in all, I'd say this is a pretty well-rounded outing for Kamikaze Lassplanes. So, yeah, I'm definitely interested in continuing it. I don't know. I may end up doing it off stream because we're getting back to Zenki Zero on Thursday, and that's probably gonna take us some more time to get through. So yeah, we'll see. But I don't know. Maybe because there's another girl in this game, so there could be a chance to go ahead and maybe try a different route at some point. So maybe once we finish Zenki Zero, maybe we'll go ahead and stream a bit more of this. But there's also Neva that's gonna be coming out. I really want to play that, so I don't know. We'll see. Glad you enjoy the shmup aspect. Also, Alba is perfect. Alba, she's nice. I like Alba all around, yes sir. And if her side of the story plays out in the way that I think it's probably going to play out, given some of the hints that we saw in her characterization, and then also the fact that there's only one other girl, I think I'll probably also like the way her story ends up unfolding. But yeah, like I said, that's going to go ahead and do it for us for tonight. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone that decided to stop in to check out the stream, even for just a minute or two. Always appreciate it. No stream tomorrow, but on Thursday, like I said, we'll be starting up Zenki Zero again. So if you want to know when that'll be happening, go ahead and follow my socials or subscribe, and you'll know when the stream is going to go live. But yeah, that's going to do it for me for tonight. So with that being said, I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, a good morning, wherever it might be for you. Hopefully y'all have yourselves a good Wednesday tomorrow, and with any luck, I will see y'all on Thursday. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.